Okay, so apparently we at Qualcomm we discovered that some of the teams have been using the diff format coming from Git. Like here, let me show you. Coming from Git, like when you say like git show or look at the patch output, the patch format for a commit. So at the hunk header here, you can see that it also shows the function name or the class name to which that hunk of diff applies. JGit doesn't do that though. So originally at Qualcomm, until a few days ago, we had a Git web instance. So that's like the patch output, like the patch format coming in GitWeb is coming from the Git client. So they were able to see these function names and things like that. So they based their automation around that to figure out which subset of test cases they should actually be invoking for this specific change. So they would analyze the patch, figure out all the functions that were changed using this information, and then say, hey, this is the smaller subset of tests that I can run to give a quick response on the change and say whether the change is good or not instead of running the entire suite, maybe. So after we decommission the Git web instance, they no longer are able to do that kind of intelligence. So we wanted to try and have something in JGit that mimics what CGit was doing. So I tried to have do a hacky thing for that. Again, it's not something that can be upstreamed currently, but yeah, just something like this. Like I did it on my local site, so I can just do a patch here on a change. And if I do this here, yeah, we can see the function name showing up here. So this is generated using JGit, but yeah, it doesn't support all the languages right now. Like you can see this particular diff hunk for bash, which doesn't have the function name here. So we'll have to do it for the other languages as well. But yeah, looking at the implementation on how it was done for C, it shouldn't be too hard to do it. But yeah, we have to update JGit and then update GitLs as well, because that's also something that's calling those classes to show the diff. Okay, so what's next for this? Add support for all the other languages, similar to what the C implementation does. And one of the other items that I was thinking about is, hey, what are the performance implications of doing this? Because we, for every diff hunk, you now have to kind of walk back and try to do essentially all it does is a regex match on each line to figure out, hey, does this line match the regexes that I have for this language? And if it does, then it tries to just use that as the function name. So doing that loop might add some performance penalty. It will have some performance penalty. I don't know how much yet. So I was thinking maybe this should be configurable so that we can only show it when we actually need to show it. So okay, that's pretty much what I have or wanted to show on these two items. Are there any questions or thoughts on improvements to either of those?
Matthias. Yeah. So Matthias had a question. I said adding support to JGit for parsing function and class names for diffs would be already useful if only a few languages are supported. Also, CGit only started with a few.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that incrementally as well. It's more or less using the same patterns that the C implementation has, and because they already implemented it, we can just piggyback on that and do the same for JGit. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, so if that's it, I think that is all I have. All right, thank you.